Hey gang, Brian Hood here. Gonna do another video. I'm out here in my shop doing my thing, working out, and had a thought and I wanted to share it with you guys. It's about holsters, and holsters to me, man, it's like underwear. If you got underwear that itches and doesn't fit, too tight, too loose, whatever, you're probably not gonna wear it, right? So if you've got a holster that doesn't fit right, it's not comfortable, the gun maybe fits in there a little sloppy, whatever, you're not going to wear it. And if you don't wear your holster, you're going to end up doing, a picnic scary, running naked down your pants or whatever, or buying another holster. So that's what this is about. I've carried guns a long time and all around the world, and I've used Kydex, I've used leather. I've never used one of the crossbreed holsters. I think that's the name brand. It's like a strip of leather with Kydex attached to it. So I've heard good things about them. I don't know. I can't review that because I don't know. I have used one. But I have used Kydex and I have used leather. Kydex, so talking inside the waistband versus outside the waistband holsters. Some of you guys may be wearing kit, gear, whatever. So for years ago, over a decade ago, when I started working around the world and I was carrying my leather inside the waistband holster, I would have my kit on, and it didn't take long for me to find out that sucked. Inside the waistband holster with body armor. Now, if you're talking, 3A, so cummerbund, 3A body armor, whatever. Now, whenever I would go really low pro and just pretty much wear soft armor with chicken plates or whatever, then the inside the waistband was fine. It all depends on the venue. So you have to dress around your gun, for one, and two, know the situation that you're going to be in. You may be suit and tie. You may be, overt, high pro, a movement, whatever the case may be. This video is not really about that as much as it is your everyday citizen here in the good old United States. I'm in Missouri. So whenever I carry, what I've done for the past few years was I bought a sheet of Kydex, like a 1 foot by 1 foot square sheet of Kydex, and cut some out, measured it around the pistol guard. I'm going to kind of come out of the frame a little bit. I'm not a professional video maker, but I do like to share information. So the Kydex, just a little hint right there, you can get it dirt cheap. It's like $3 or $4, whatever, for like a 1 foot squared sheet. And you cut a strip, that would measure basically from here down to here. And what you'll do is you'll measure from here up to here, across, I'm pointing my pistol at you, across the trigger guard, and then back down the other side. 4 or 5 inches, 5 or 6 inches maybe. Throw it in the oven, 300 degrees, 250. Let it get nice and soft. Pull it out, form it, pinch in. That's the whole point, is we want to protect our trigger. So you're going to pinch in here and cover all this, and then pinch a piece off here. After this piece here on the end, it should stick out maybe a ½ inch or so, just enough that you can drill a hole in it. Run some 550 cord, square knot on one side. It should be about 8 inches maybe. And then what I would do then was I would tie it to, I put a slip knot on the other end, tied to a belt loop. Trigger guard is over the trigger guard. And then I would just drop it down my pants here and just run that way. I did that, especially in the summer when I'm wearing board shorts and a t-shirt and my jack flaps. It just works fine. I'm not bulking up like I am now. So that works fine. I found that wearing leather in the summer, it was just hard to not print. And, I've got my shorts on and a t-shirt or a tank top or whatever. And I don't wear tank tops much. But then I put my leather holster on, so now I got this, I'm bulking over here. Then if I'm carrying 2 spare mags, and I'm printing bad. And I didn't want that. A lot of guys will appendix carry. That seems to work pretty well. I have done that before, but so let's get back into holsters. The holster that I had carried for a long time is this one here. I love it. It was made by an old buddy of mine. It's got what they call the FBI slant. all holsters have that nowadays. If you're buying a holster that runs straight up like that, it's garbage. Don't unless it's outside, overt, whatever, so you can drop leg, whatever. But you need that slant, and that holster for me sits right here about my kidney, right? This holster has done me well. I've carried it in a lot of countries around the world. I've carried it a ton, and it's got a lot of mileage on it, a lot of draws on it. But the thing is that, like I was saying, it's a little thick, right? So around here, this lip, so it would give me some, that's why people like 1911s and stuff like that, is because the pistol is thin. And, you can wear it close to you and not print. But this holster, it got bulky on me. So I'm like, man, what am I going to do? So I have a buddy of mine, he made this one here for me. And this one is freaking awesome. And I'll tell you why it's freaking awesome. Because it's made of horsehide, not cowhide, horsehide. So you can see how thin that pistol or that holster is. Now this is an outside the waistband holster. So again, going back to wearing kit and gear and whatever, inside the waistband, I would find that my pistol would end up tucking up underneath my cummerbund, up underneath my vest. You're sitting in a vehicle for hours at a time, or doing a cross-country movement or whatever. It just got uncomfortable and sucked. So outside the waistband was the way to go, and I wore this one for a long time, and it held up really well, in different environments around the globe. I do like this piece, right? It just kind of it separates the pistol from rubbing up against my skin. That's it, especially the slide. So I didn't want to get perspiration and sweat, which you do a lot in the desert. So that would prevent that, and the leather would separate that. So whereas the old holster that I was wearing did not have that. So in the winter when it's cold, that piece of metal touches your skin and that'll wake you up. So anyhow, this is my old holster. So then my buddy made another outside the waistband. I wanted just a little bit thicker outside the waistband. So it went back to cowhide and horsehide. So this one is horsehide here against my skin, and then this is cowhide leather. So it's got a shark skin finish on it. I like the color of it. He put my call sign, engraved it in the back, and I thought that was pretty neat. But I've carried this one a lot. This one, it's really good retention for a leather non-retention holster. Still got the flap here. I absolutely love this holster. And a lot of times I live out in the country, so when I'm out cutting wood or if I'm hunting or whatever, I'll throw this holster on with my pistol. But to get to the point of the video is this holster here, which is his newest one. So it's this. And I saw this holster and I was like, man, that is the sexiest freaking holster I think I've ever seen. Leather. There's just something about it. And handmade. It's not, it's not just stamped and whatever. So what we've got here, the difference in, this is kind of a hybrid of this, maybe. I like the cutouts. So you can see in this area here versus here, right? So when you go to jam your hand down into your holster, right? Boom, my knuckle is hitting that leather. With this one, it's not at all. It's still protecting the trigger well, but I've got plenty of room. I can get a good seat with the webbing on my hand on my pistol before I present it. Something else I like about it, so it's a really good slant, probably the more so than normal. And it fits so nice. I've worn it all day today. I just changed, put my sweatpants on, and came up here to work out and run. But I got this for Christmas. I knew that he was making them. I go to his shop and every once in a while, and I was like, I saw it in person. I said, man, I got to have one. I went there to get one for my father-in-law, and I bought this one for my father-in-law. Like, man, I gotta get me one now. So it's just a really fine, well-made leather holster, good retention. We've still got the protection here, as well as a little bit around the front. It doesn't interfere with my sights. at all. It just really holds the pistol well. We do have that reinforcement around the throat, I guess you would call it. So that's my review of the holster. Where to get it, who makes it, whatever. It's Gaunt Leatherworks. It's in Springfield, Missouri. I live near Springfield, so that works out well. And like I said, I know him. Is this a plug for him? Yes, it's a plug for him. I believe if there's equipment that I use, I want to share it with the world because it's been worthwhile to me, and it may be worthwhile to somebody else. If there's junk I've used, I want to share that with the world to hopefully prevent someone from buying a piece of junk. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. One last thing I'll leave you with, and that's worthwhile, I feel, as a caveat, is this here, man. Galco makes it. Somebody else may make it. I bought this thing probably 15 years ago. Set aside from it sucking in your fat gut. But what's cool about it is you can wear it. I've got a sweatshirt on, so obviously wear it underneath. But again, whatever the venue is that you're working, if you're an undercover guy or whatever the case may be, a lot of suit and tie stuff. So what I would do is I would have my suit on with a tie, but I would leave 2 buttons unbuttoned here. Nobody ever saw it because my tie covered it. But if I needed a boogie, if it was typical like if I knew the venue I was going to and I knew that they didn't really search, you walk through and they just boom and then they move you on. Because the first thing you check, obviously, for all you gun-toting people out there, is the hips. And that's the most common. Very rarely will people get up in here, unless, they're doing a real search. But I could tuck a pistol in here and, a mag or 2 in here. So if I had a boogie, I'd just reach in my shirt and then present my pistol out there like that. Another way to wear this is you can wear it really low down on the hips and pull your pants out and over it. So I got my drawstring on. But you can shove, if you're carrying like a shield, or I'm a Glock guy, so 42, 43. My wife's got a 43, I think it is. So I can take that sucker and shove it down into this. There we go. And do an appendix carry. But then with my pants, and then put a spare mag in the back, or I can carry the pistol here and a spare mag right here. Actually, that's the way I have been carrying it, is I'll carry the pistol back here and a spare mag right here. Because if you got to do a reload, you don't want to go reaching for a freaking another magazine. It'd be nice if it's just right here and ready. So the pistol I grab, so then I shove it down on my hips, pull my pants up over it, and it fits real clean. It's really nice. Highly recommend getting one of these things, man. These are pretty freaking cool. A lot of uses for them. I wore this for a while, doing work until I got me a shirt, which is like an Under Armour shirt with pockets sewn in, so I can wear that underneath. So that's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that was helpful to you. If you like it, man, give me a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, that's it. All right. God bless you. Have a great day.